Hey everybody, this is Warlord4991. I watched a video on the best search and destroy class a while back, and kind of what he had going on was an ICR, and he had a silencer on it, which I don't have again yet. Just prestiged my ICR not too long ago, and then all he had was Sixth Sense. He had Ghost. He had Hardwired. Um, Along with he also had Tracker. I really don't want to spend unlocked tokens, but and then for the final he had Awareness. Now I kind of disagree with him. He was playing really kind of campy, and you know that's not how I choose to play Search and Destroy. So what I'm going to do is a little bit different. He used an assault rifle with a silencer to kind of move around the map slowly. What my favorite thing to do is I like to rush. Um, Now, this is something that you only want to do if you have good reflexes and pretty good map awareness of where the good routes are. But if you have those things, this is going to be a much, much more successful class for you than a campy, slow class. So I guess with that in mind, I go for a SMG usually, or something like the KN-44, pretty close range assault rifle, or maybe the HVK, something pretty close range. I have used the ICR before, but it's more of a long range. You need close range. So KN-44 or the HVK-30. Those would be the two assault rifles I'd suggest, or almost any SMG. My personal favorites, really, any of them are good. The Pharaoh is very well rounded. You have to be accurate though. The Vesper, very, very good at close range, but you have to not miss because you burn through those 30 rounds so fast. The Weevil is, it's a very hard gun to use because it has such low damage, you can't miss. You have to be the first one to shoot and you can't miss. Of course, the VMP and the CUDA are kind of everybody's favorites. In my opinion, the VMP is still a little bit OP, but that might be what you want to go for in search because everybody's just trying really hard. Or the CUDA, that's a pretty good, medium range gun. You don't want to go long range, but medium range. The Razorback, if you have it, is probably the most well-rounded gun. Very accurate. For now, I'm going to go with the Pharaoh. Now, I prefer quick draw and stock, just really fast movements. I've never been able to get used to the iron sights on this gun, so I go with reflex on it. Uh, we'll throw on a sweet camo. It doesn't look like I have anything that amazing. That'll work. And now, I do not run anything for secondary. I just find that gets me killed switching back and forth. C4, if you have it. If not, probably Semtex or Thermite would be best. I prefer, C4. Obviously, I have it permanently unlocked. Now, I personally prefer Concussion or Shock Charge. One of those two. Something to kind of keep you off the main screen if you're going to run that. If not, I do not run that, so I can use more perks. So far we have C4, Red Dot, Quick Draw, and Stock. So what I'm going to do is Sixth Sense. That shows you where the enemies are. They have to be close by, but it is ridiculously overpowered. It is incredibly helpful. Now I run Ghost just in case they get a UAV. I hate coming up even for a second. That can get you killed. Now, I use hardwired on every single class. No matter what, I use hardwired. Just to take me off trip mine, C4 alarm, immune to counter UAV. I hate when that counter UAV comes up. The Sixth Sense and Tracker perks don't work as well against it. All around, incredibly helpful. Now, awareness. Once again, just to kind of help me figure out where the enemies are. Really, helps to sound whore. This is very, very useful, especially in Search and Destroy, where it's a little bit slower pace, not as many enemies running around. Um, some people would say dead silence is better to counteract anybody who uses awareness, but I've always found awareness helps me more. Now, for the specialist, I use overdrive. Usually you'll get this first or second round, and this allows you in that whichever round you get it, this allows you to just rush really quickly to your power point and control that power point very easily, very quickly. Um, and will usually get you a lot of kills because the enemies do not expect you to be there that quickly. For score streaks, obviously I'm set pretty high right now. I run UAV, Hellstorm, and Raps. Don't get Raps very often, but I have gotten them in quite a few search and destroy games, and it's pretty much the round winner. So that is my personal preferred setup. I almost forgot, wanted to show you guys the, let's see, where is it? Combat record, game mode, search and destroy. So there's my personal search and destroy. I don't know how great it is, but I think it's pretty good. 2.3 win-loss ratio, almost a 2.0 KD ratio. Most games I net 10 to 15 kills with a class setup just like what I just showed you. So just figured I'd show you guys that. Thanks.